Islamabad United, well, they've been red hot as far as form, fitness and attitude is concerned. They're a young side, the youngest side in this year's HBL PSL, led by Shadab. They've got the big strikers, they've got the bowlers, the openers are in top gear, the bowlers have picked up wickets. So what more do you need as a skipper? It allows you to be flexible in your game plan, in your strategy. So there's less pressure on you. But I have always believed in T20 cricket, it's the individuals who are captaining themselves. There's no time to be led, because action happens so quickly, so fast, that you're left behind if you're looking to seek advice and help from your captain. They played a lot of cricket together. Shadab and Hassan Ali. Mohammad Rizwan on the other end is a go-getter. He likes to rotate the strike, and I think because of his insistence and the way he presents himself at the crease is the reason why Multan Sultans have got the lowest dot percentage in this year's HBL PSL. Shan Masood, a late inclusion, but he's been on song. Played a couple of very, very bright innings. A little hazy afternoon. Supposed to be another scorcher. Gearing up for this all-important qualifier. And we're ready with the Gillette countdown as well. All set to rock and roll. I've got the two commentators here with me, my buddies Grant Elliott and Tommy Mbangwa. Your picks, boys, for today's encounter.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ramiz. Good afternoon, Pommy. Everyone else watching this game. Elimination. You said it during your build-up there, Ramiz. It's big players need to step up in big moments. And you push your eyes towards the senior players in each team. Mohammad Rizwan being amazing.
Yeah, howdy Rambo, howdy Javelin. Nice to see you guys. And looking forward to this. 1 versus 2. Yes, senior players. Yes, form. All of that. But to the youngsters is where I'm looking in the Multan side. Shanawaz Dahani. It's been all fun and games, but now a lot rides on it. How do they respond?
Great timing. That's an excellent way to get off the mark. Regal, in fact, to get off the mark. What a strike. Early indication of how good this track is.
Yeah, fantastic shot. Shows you the pace of the track when a batter can just rock onto that back foot, transfer the weight, and just hit through the line. A conventional cricket shot. And a shot of control and authority early on. Beautiful.
Conventional, classical cricket shot, form, correctness is what you get from Shan Masood. Where others might have thrown their hands at that or tried to. He's back and across in position and he's punching through the offside.
You can feel the pressure. The frowns and taking the gloves off and then wearing them again. But this is beautiful, lovely. Yummy. Slower ball on the pads. Let's try to tuck him on that middle and leg stump line. And also there's this possibility of getting him leg before as well, so that two options available, and both are very bright options.
Heard him talking to Bazid Khan a little earlier, Shan Masood, and asked whether technical things had changed in the way he's gone to explain his good form. He said no. He said, however, what he is doing is he's been given the license and playing the situation. So important. Play the situation, do what the team needs. And under pressure, if you can provide what they need, by intently going out to try and do so, I'm sure it'll bring him great satisfaction.
You're almost given a license to fail in T20, so you can expand your range, you can surprise yourself. At times you just don't know how much metal you've got. Yeah, it is hot, it is warm. Take shelter, guys.
And you don't need to have any extra layers on.
Yeah, not too many long sleeve jumpers floating around today.
Five without a wicket after over number 1.
They're two good sides. And sides where, as you look down the list from the top all the way down, the various compartments have worked. And so it's allowed for whoever is next in the list to be unlocked quite nicely and to perform their jobs. Yeah, just good teams meeting, and it makes for a mouth-watering contest.
Islamabad United rested both their openers, which is a little iffy in a way, because you want your openers to be in good form, and it takes a little bit of time adjusting again after a day's rest or after a game's rest. But anyway, they've been in great form, so they wanted a rest given. Multan Sultans just a little bit lighter compared to United in batting terms, but Akif Javed is mighty exciting. His young left arm angle has got pace and wickets to go with his talent. Keeper standing way back. This guy can bounce the ball as well at pace. Width and well defended at point. Brilliant. Another reason why they're playing this contest, Islamabad United, is because of their lightning fielding.
Yeah, all three disciplines from Islamabad United. They've been bowling very good length in the power play, and Jubilee safe hands backing it up with the fielding. And it's there, the stand-in skipper of the team leading from the front. Stand-in skipper at times, not today. Scores 100 when he's a skipper. Usman Khawaja.
They'd have been tempted, perhaps, coming into today. Akif helps you as a bowler when your fielders can bail you out some of the time, and that first ball just a bit too wide, a little too short, and he's been bailed out there by Usman Khawaja. Must now get back on it, hit the right line and length, don't give width.
Quite amazing how this T20 game has changed for the better. Now you spend time in allocating field positions to your fielders. So normally your long on, long off posts are covered by your best runners, good athletes. The point field is also very important. Ones with a stronger arm, you see them patrolling the fence on the leg side, on the off side. Gone are the days where they just go out there and occupy their own posts. Now it's a specialized field.
Nowhere to hide, really. You get those high traffic areas, and I suppose when we say bowl to your field, you make batsmen hit the ball to your best fielders. You're then more likely to have a good outcome.
Ramiz, you mentioned the license to fail, and I think that that's an important point, because I think in T20 cricket, you don't have time, you can't fear getting out. It's about expressing yourself. If you have that fear of getting out or scoring runs, it inhibits your performance, but also inhibits that natural flair that you have. I think of someone like Haider Ali, who expressed himself a lot in the first PSL that he played. But it's such an important thing and mentality you have to have in T20 cricket.
Gone for the appeal. Review is available. Umpire is not moved at all. SN Raza with a placid expression. Shadab is asking. Now this is an important review here. They've gone for it.
Okay, copy that. Third umpire director, review for God behind, and original decision is not out. Start with the front foot, please. Yes, it's a fade delivery. Move on to spin via. Roll forward, roll forward. Ball is very close to gloves. Yes, yes, please. Roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Yes, ball is very close to the gloves. Please confirm with the outrage. Yes, I'm waiting for the outrage. Roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Yes, there is spike when ball next to the bag, the gloves. Go back to the umpire. SN, you need to reverse your decision. Ball next to the
It's a great review. You've got to call it that. Collective wisdom coming to the rescue of Islamabad United. He can't believe it, Rizwan. He felt it was just the thigh pad and nothing more. He's stunned, befuddled. He's got to go. He's thinking, pondering. So a little bit of glove, a little bit of thigh. Not read by the umpire straight away. The ultra edge there confirming that there was a feather touch to the glove. And look at the celebrations. Tremendous strike. I called it as an important review because it was of Rizwan. And so he's gone early in the piece for not 6 for 1. Still not convinced. He's still not convinced. He's debating his case, but there's clearly an ultra edge and he's got behind, gone. Sohaib Maqsood is a big strike force. He's come in early at number 3. In great form. Always is uneasy to lose form player. Yeah, so there's a plan. He is not actually 100% against the shorter ball, so that's not a bad delivery to bowl straight up. First ball to him.
Yeah, so Maqsood, definitely a fantastic player of almost medium pace and spin. This confirmation that Rizwan just got a little tickle on it. Still not sure. He's probably still speaking to Andy Flower and Azhar Mahmood about it. But what a great start from Akif Javed to the new batter. Aggressive.
Yeah, the confirmation and the confusion is because of the 2 touches. Glove and top of the thigh pad as it goes past. Now you batters, you'll say, oh, I am not sure. I didn't feel it when I touched it. 6 for 1.
It's a hazy, smoky kind of an afternoon, very warm. Humidity is up as well. Rizwan has been dismissed. That's the breaking news. 6 for 1, Multan Sultans. Six for 1. Rizwan has been dismissed for naught. Fahim Ashraf will be bowling the third over. Very good all-round cricketer, Fahim Ashraf. Oh, up in the air. Single. Probably a slow ball to start off with. No, it was 128, so not that slow.
Yeah, you can hear a little tickle there. There's the Rizwan wicket again. Just a little bit of glove. Unlucky. Tell your story walking, they would say. Played the captain's card and lost it. Well, it's good to see Fahim Ashraf back. He split his webbing and he missed out a few games. So pivotal part in this Islamabad United being an all-rounder, taking the new ball, but also his aggressive left-handed nature in that batting lineup gives them even more depth.
Oh, how glorious is that? That is some shot, boy. Wow. He's produced a breathtaking shot here.
Oh, wow. Stand and admire. Shot boy. Oppo, smart hit for sure. That is magnificent.
Oh, he's in mood to punish. In no mood to run, though. Wanted the strike, didn't want that single. He's played quite a few magnificent shots in this year's HBL PSL, but probably none better than that. Just a caress and almost went for 6 over cover. It's almost an 82-meter hit, that.
Yeah, what I like about him is he's come in and he's played aggressively from ball one. More often than not, Multan have had a good foundation for him to work from, but it doesn't matter. They've lost a wicket and he takes the game to the opposition playing aggressively. Shot over extra cover early on. Wow, it just shows you the form that he's in. He's got the timing of the pitch. He's confident.
The other great thing about this format is that it doesn't get you in a shackle when a wicket or two falls, because you're prepared really to go on hitting the ball and keep drinking that teapot. So best strategy or most used strategy in T20 format after a couple of wickets have gone down is to counter punch, which in normal terms would be called crazy strategy, but it works. Now that is another great drive. Really is creating magic already.
Yeah, brilliant batting. Sohaib Maqsood, a brighter, colourful drive. You see the bat face being opened there. He's trying to make sure that he places it in the gap. Does that. He also strikes it so well. In really good touch, and coming in the power play simplifies things. He's got to use the power play.
Another smash down the ground. He's dealing in boundaries, and what Great batting, really. Classy batting, magical stuff. 21 for 1.
Well, he's gone back of a length over extra cover, then full, and he's opened the face and smoked it through cover. And then another one just short of back of a length and decided to go straight, rock onto that back foot and just bludgeon it past the bowler. His balance has been unbelievable, Masood, since he got to the crease. And what this allows Masood to do is just play within himself almost. Wait for a bad ball. Good start from the Multan Sultans.
Well, this is tremendous watching, really. Shoaib Masood in some form. Great strikes, great fours. Sequence of magic. You got to call it that. Smile super 4 for you. Hitting the ball on top of the bounce. And hitting them cleanly, and Grant, you nail it. The balance is flawless.
Tough situation for a medium pacer in this scenario. Nice shot as well, but just one. True surface, and the search for a length that won't get you hit over the top, because that's your first worry. Am I going to get pumped over the top because I've gone too full looking for swing early in the game? And what's happened to Fahim Ashraf is the first one's actually a pretty good length, but it's hit off the front foot. And he then thinks, well, maybe a bit of room, I'll try and get fuller. Bang again. Then it goes, well, I can't be up there, I've got to come back a bit. And still is hitting pretty much off the front foot and standing up. Just wonderful batting.
Well, he's got to find that medium where he needs to calm down, maybe for a couple of balls. I don't know whether he's looking at that aspect.
No, Rambo, come on. He's got to smash it. Just smash them. He's just got to go.
You know, he now, after Rizwan, becomes the real chance to bat the opposition out. They must not get out now. He's been firing.
Oh, do you remember what you said about license to fail?
Yeah, well,
he's got to use that.
Yeah. License to thrill. Flick, 6 all the way. Unstoppable. Wow, it's so easy for him. Incredible timing. Lifting the ball in the air with minimum of effort.
HBL 6, number 382. It shows the power of the man. There's balance, there's power, there's time. It was an off-cutter from Javed. The interesting thing about Masood, though, is that all these deliveries, that one slightly on leg stump, and all 3 deliveries on the previous over, they gave him width. And bowling it on 6 stump, Fahim Ashraf. On this pitch, we've seen from the start of this competition, you've got to be back of a length and on the wickets. And that's just a slight bit of adjustment of line that Akif needs to make, but you can't take anything away from the batsman. It's magnificent batting.
That happens, son. He's emerging fast bowler, Akif. Half-hearted attempt really at playing the fake shot. We didn't see a lot of flourish of the bat. It's just beautifully timed and power personified. It's going to test United's metal temperament here. This knock on the pads takes a leg by. For Islamabad United, they've got to find some clarity. How to deal with massacre that is taking place at the hands of Shoaib Masood. It's not a leg by, so single for Shoaib. Bright or colourful fan of the match will get a signed ball from player of the match. 20 of just 9 balls in the all-important qualifier. Pressure? What pressure? Four done, 29 for 1. Start wasn't great, but look at how innings has progressed ever since Sohaib Maqsood has been on strike. Just a punch this time, it's fielded.
A little bit of a better line there, Ramiz. Made the point earlier that I feel that on this wicket you need to be wicket to wicket. Don't allow any width to the batters. I think that obviously brings in the LBW and the bowl, but that adjustment and length, and Tommy Yusuf, they're searching for that right length. The pitches have been different. Bowlers don't quite know what the length is to bowl on this track yet.
Quick single. So often we're wondering about tactics of the various captains and where it might make a difference. So often what you see is where there's probably a misstep by some captains.
Right, share your favorite HBL PSL moments with Oppo and win prizes. And get your name to appear on the ground screen during the HBL PSL final. Must be some treat.
Yeah, and just continue on the captaincy. And the reason I'm talking about it is because of bringing back Hassan Ali here. And what this will be about for Shadab Khan is recognizing that this partnership is one that they need to try and break. So get your best bowler on and have him have a go. And it's only one over is going to have. You need him at the back end. But let him have a go and see if you can get one of these out so you can just punch a hole in your opposition.
Into the gap. Shad Masood is fit. Comes back quite easily in the end. Now, we know that Multan Sultans can at times flatter to deceive. Let's not forget how they were placed against Islamabad United in the last game. They were 93 without a wicket and then were bowled out for 149. So whilst this start is brilliant, they must not lower the guard. Got to make sure that they make good use of this great start. 5 done, 32 for the loss of 1.
32 पे एक खिलाड़ी आउट 5 ओवर्स के बाद इस क्वालिफायर में, जहां मुल्तान ने टॉस जीत के पहले बैटिंग का फैसला किया। एक विकेट गिरी है मोहम्मद रिजवान की, आकिफ जावेद ने उनको आउट किया। अच्छा रिव्यू था। ऊंचा शॉट और एक बार फिर 6 रन। ये रिजवान की विकेट एक तरह से एक अच्छी विकेट भी है, लेकिन फिर ज्यादा मौका सुहेब को मिल गया है, ज्यादा ओवर मिल गए हैं पावर प्ले में, फायदा उठा रहे हैं।
क्या बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, जबरदस्त फॉर्म है। बस उम्मीद यही करते हैं इस फॉर्म को वो उसका अच्छा इस्तेमाल करेंगे और लंबी इनिंग्स खेलेंगे। जब भी गेंद इनके जोन में आए, इनके जाविये में आए, चौका या छक्का हुआ, बैलेंस बहुत आला है और अप्रोच बहुत ही शानदार है। नॉर्मली टीम्स दब जाती हैं जब उनका एक ऐसा बैट्समैन जल्दी आउट हो जाए जिसके सहारे ओपनिंग चलती है या टॉप ऑर्डर फंक्शन करता है। बहुत ही आला हिटिंग कर रहे हैं, नजर ना लगे ना।
बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट होता होगा, दोनों बैट्समैन शान मसूद, शोएब मकसूद 6 फुट से ज्यादा कद के मालिक हैं। इनके बाजू ज्यादा लंबे हैं कंपेयर टू रिजवान, इसीलिए इनकी रीच भी ज्यादा है। लेंस चेंज करनी पड़ती होंगी बॉलर को कि वो किस बैट्समैन को बॉल कर रहे हैं। जल्दी पोजीशन में आ जाते हैं शोएब, और अच्छी आई सेट हुई हुई है दोनों, शान और शोएब। सबसे ज्यादा छक्के इस टूर्नामेंट में अभी तक, तीसरे नंबर पे हैं शोएब मकसूद।
बहुत बड़ी फाइंड बन के सामने उभरे हैं इस HBL PSL में। टैलेंट तो था ही, मगर इंजरीज रही, इनकंसिस्टेंसी भी ने भी इनका दामन नहीं छोड़ा, और कई दफा फिर जल्दी भी कर जाते हैं, इसलिए कि इतना इनकी फॉर्म लगी होती है और इतना कुछ करने की कोशिश करते हैं एक बॉल पे कि अपने टैलेंट की वजह से या अपनी अहलियत की वजह से या अपने आप को बैक करने की वजह से कंफ्यूजन कई दफा छा जाती है। सो इनको जहन बड़ा क्लियर रखना है। इनको ये जो स्टार्ट मिला है 27 रन का 14 बॉलों में, अब इसको कम से कम 60-70 तक लेके जानी है इस इनिंग्स। दूसरे हाथ पे इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड के लिए भी प्रॉब्लम्स है, इनका भी टेम्परामेंट टेस्ट हो रहा है। आसान नहीं है कि एक विकेट जल्दी मिलने के बाद आपको मार पड़नी शुरू हो जाए। सो आपको रीअरेंज करना पड़ेगा, रीविजिट अपनी बॉलिंग स्ट्रैटेजी, गेम प्लान, कहां बॉल करना है। शोएब मकसूद को जैसे ही विकेट मिलती है इनको चौका छक्का लगा देते हैं। बहुत ही आला शॉट, मतलब ये क्लासी शॉट्स हैं, ये जादूगरी दिखा रहे हैं सीरियसली, इसलिए कि ये बॉलिंग अटैक कोई आम सा नहीं है। चैंपियन मटेरियल टीम है इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड की, और बच्चों की तरह उनकी इस वक्त धुनाई कर रहे हैं। बहुत ही आला शॉट, स्क्वायर लेग पे भी छक्का, सीधा भी खेले हैं, कवर ड्राइव भी दिखी है इस छोटी सी इनिंग्स में।
कहते हैं ना, थ्रू द लाइन खेल गए, ट्रस्ट किया और जल्दी लेंथ को रीड कर लिया, सीधे बल्ले के साथ सबसे सेफ जोन सीधा वी में मारा। इस शॉट से अंदाजा होता है कितना फॉर्म है बैट्समैन का। थोड़ी सी शॉर्ट बॉल थी, पावर प्ले में ऐसी लेंथ बहुत खतरे के साथ खेलना है बॉलर का। और बस एक चीज थोड़ी सी मुझे डर लगता है शोएब मकसूद का, वो है रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट्स। थोड़ा पुश किया अपने आप को 2 रन लेने के लिए इस बार।
समझ नहीं आ रही क्यों इतना रिस्क ले रहे हैं, जब खड़े खड़े चौके छक्के लगा रहे हैं। रिस्क लेने की जरूरत नहीं है अगर आपका वो फोटे नहीं है, आपकी वो एक तरह से आपका प्लस नहीं है। पिच भी बहुत ही शानदार है और आपको ज्यादा रन्स करने पड़ेंगे इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड के खिलाफ, और इससे बेहतर स्टार्ट मिल नहीं सकता है मुल्तान सुल्तान्स को।
अच्छा बॉल आकिफ जावेद का, आखिरी बॉल इस ओवर का। भारी रहा ये ओवर इस्लामाबाद के लिए, 12 मिले 44 पे। दो बड़े ओवर्स मुल्तान सुल्तान के लिए। पिछले ओवर में 12 और इससे पहले 15 रन का भी एक ओवर आ चुका है। पावर प्ले खत्म हुआ ये इसका इशारा, और अब धुआंधार बैटिंग जो हमें मालूम है चलती रहेगी, अपना गियर चेंज नहीं करेंगे।
ये बहुत ही आला रिव्यू लिया, ऐसा लगा जैसे इनिशियली सिर्फ थाई पैड था मगर ग्लव्स पे बॉल छुआ और आउट हो गए रिजवान, मगर उसके बाद फिर एक मैजिकल इनिंग्स दिखने को सबको मिली है। बहुत फायदा उठाया पावर प्ले का और लाजवाब शॉट मेकिंग हिटिंग दिखी शोएब से।
इन शॉट्स को देख के एक सवाल पैदा होता है कि आपको ऑलरेडी पता है कि पाकिस्तान की टीम इंग्लैंड जा रही है, वेस्ट इंडीज जा रही है, टीम अनाउंस हो चुकी है, उसके बाद है वर्ल्ड कप। अगर आप सोहेब को कंसिडर करना चाहेंगे तो इस PSL के बाद गैप बहुत बड़ा आ जाएगा जब कोई क्रिकेट नहीं होगी उनके लिए।
देखिए सिकंदर, अगर मैं इस वक्त सिलेक्टर होता, मैं इनको फोन करता और इन्हें कहता कि आप अपनी फील्डिंग अगले 2 महीने में बहुत इंप्रूव कीजिए, रनिंग बिटवीन विकेट्स, फिटनेस पे ध्यान दें। हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है आपकी शॉट मेकिंग और आपकी एहलियत जो है बैटिंग की, हमें पता है, मगर थोड़े से पैसेंजर हैं ये आउटफील्ड में, इनको मेहनत करनी है। ओवरऑल मैं तो अभी भी समझता हूं कि इनकी जगह इस वक्त भी बनती है, और क्यों नहीं रखा गया, टैलेंट इनका क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है, मेरी समझ से बालातर है। मगर चले मान लिया इनको नहीं दिया मौका, मगर इनको एटलीस्ट बात करके इनके प्लस और माइनस दोनों डिस्कस करें और बताएं कि आप हमारी स्कीम ऑफ थिंग्स में। ऐसा बंदा अगर नहीं खेलेगा, इतना बड़ा वैक्यूम है हमारे मिडिल ऑर्डर में, इवन टॉप ऑर्डर में, तो फिर आप बहुत बड़ा एक चांस मिस करेंगे एक्स फैक्टर का, जो कि इनके पास है बैट के साथ।
आप देख सकते हैं 337 रन हैं इनके अभी तक, 11 मैचेस हैं, लेकिन इनिंग्स इतनी सारी नहीं है। तो बड़ी उम्दा परफॉर्मेंस इन्होंने दी है, खासतौर पे अबू धाबी आके इनको इन्होंने पसंद किया है यहाँ की पिचेस को। और रन्स के लिहाज से भी HBL PSL 6 जो है वो सबसे कारामद साबित हुआ है ये छठा सीजन बैट्समैन के लिए। कराची में भी बहुत पिटाई लगाई बैट्समैन ने, यहाँ भी ट्राई टू कॉल अ फुल फैन ऑफ द मैच, और आप साइंड बॉल हासिल कर सकते हैं पार्टिसिपेट करके।
हमारी सिलेक्शन भी अजीब सी होती है, और अभी की बात नहीं कर रहा, बरसों से यही चल रहा है कि कईयों के लिए बड़ा आसान है टीम में सेलेक्ट हो जाना और कईयों के लिए बड़ा ही मुश्किल होता है। इनके लिए बहुत मुश्किल है।
दूसरा सवाल बनता है इस क्वालिफायर को लेकर, जब दो टीमें इतनी ज्यादा बैटिंग हो उनके पास, बिल्कुल डीप खेलते हो, तो बैटिंग फर्स्ट में कौन सा वो टोटल होगा जो आपको लगेगा कि हाँ ये काफी है। और साथ ही साथ आप पार्टिसिपेट करते रहिए, मैचेस चल रहे हैं, खेलिए जुबली माई स्टार 11 फैंटेसी क्रिकेट। 1 करोड़ रुपए तक आप जीत सकते हैं। लॉग ऑन कीजिए इस एड्रेस पर और पार्टिसिपेट कीजिए। स्कोर सेट करना भी एक आर्ट होगा ऐसे एक मैच में, जहां आपको पता है कि नंबर 8-9 तक बैटिंग है इस्लामाबाद।
मगर सिकंदर इस लिहाज से आप जाके खेल नहीं सकते हैं। अगर आपको लग रहा है कि पिच अच्छी है, उस हिसाब से अपने आप को आप फिर सजाते हैं स्कोर करने के लिए। बहुत आला शॉट खेले, 50 रन 6.5 ओवर्स में। मगर एक तरह से टीम जब हडल में जाती है मैच से पहले, तो पिच देख के आइडिया हो जाता है, और अच्छा जो ब्रेन ट्रस्ट है वो आपको जरूर बताता है कि यहाँ पे किस तरह से बॉल करने हैं, कितने रन्स हम कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि वही चीज मददगार साबित होती है कप्तान के लिए। कहीं कंफ्यूजन हो तो ब्रेन ट्रस्ट जो स्ट्रांग होता है उस कंफ्यूजन को क्लियर करता है, आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी और गेम प्लान स्ट्रांग बन सके।
ऐसा महसूस हुआ था परसों जो मैच हुआ है इन दोनों टीमों के बीच में, एक कोई अलग फॉर्मूला अपनाया था मुल्तान ने। इस पर वापस आएंगे। 51 एक आउट। ये है फॉर्मूला प्लेऑफ्स का। यहाँ जो जीतेगा सीधा फाइनल में जाएगा, जो हारेगा वो एलिमिनेटर के विनर से खेलेगा और उसके बाद फिर 2 फाइनलिस्ट सामने आएंगे। तो कोशिश तो यही होगी इन दोनों टीमों की कि यहीं अपना काम दिखा दें और सीधा फाइनल में जाए, ज़्यादा मैच ना खेलें। कराची या पेशावर को 3 मैच लगातार जीतने होंगे अगर जाना है फाइनल, और फाइनल जीतना है अगर इनका। स्पिन
बड़ा मुश्किल काम होता है ये, अगर इसी तरह से आंखों पे पर्दा डाल के रखेंगे तो फिर मिसफील होगी।
जी हाँ, जब मुंह पे तौलिया होगा और हवा से उड़ेगा तो गेंद से नजर हट सकती है थोड़ी देर के लिए। ऐसा लगा कि हसन अली जो है वो कहीं खो गए थे उस कपड़े में। ये आप देख सकते हैं आंखों के सामने आ गया। खराब गेंद और बहुत जल्दी उसकी लेंथ को रीड किया शान ने। 2 हाफ ट्रैकर स्टार्ट किया है।
बड़ा मुश्किल काम होता है लेग स्पिनर जब आके बॉलिंग करता है सेट पेयर के खिलाफ, क्योंकि ब्रीदिंग स्पेस नहीं मिलती है। शॉर्ट बॉल शादाब का, और हसन अली को कोस रहे होंगे दिल में, तो वो चौका ना होता तो शायद ये बॉल बेहतर कर लेते वो। क्लोज है, ये क्लोज है, आउट हुए। बैक फुट पे गेंद स्पिन हुआ। शान मसूद पूछ रहे हैं अपने पार्टनर से, ले लिया रिव्यू।
Copy that. Review for Kabaddi and Indian decision is out. Start with the front foot, please. Yes, this is a fair delivery. Move on to spin wheel. Yes, looks like it missed the bat, and confirm with the outright, please. Arslan waiting for the outright. Still waiting for the outright, Arslan. Roll forward. Yes, flat line, no batting ball. Go to the ball taking when you're ready. Out. Pitching outside of impact in line and wicket hitting. Arslan stay with the decision out. Wait for the call. You on spin. Next single.
और इस तरह दूसरी कामयाबी हासिल हो गई इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड को। शान मसूद एलबीडब्ल्यू हो गए। शादाब के पहले ही ओवर में बैकफुट पर थे, पुल करना चाहते थे। 25 बनाए 22 गेंदों पर। नए बैट्समैन रायली रूसो बाएं हाथ से बैटिंग करते हैं और बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल है इनका मुल्तान सुल्तान के लिए इस नंबर पर।
उम्मीद करता हूं अच्छी फॉर्म में होंगे और रूसेंगे नहीं। बैक फुट पे एक दफा आप चले गए और पैड पे गेंद खा ली तो फिर बचना नामुमकिन हो जाता है। आपको बॉल को एक तो बहुत करीब से देखना पड़ता है और आप देखिएगा कि इनकी आंखों का जो एंगल है वो आउटसाइड द ऑफ स्टंप था और गेंद कहीं और जा रहा था। सो इन लाइन नहीं थे ये बॉल के, और इतनी मेहनत करके आउट हो जाएं, स्टार्ट भी मिल जाए, डिसअपॉइंटमेंट।
यहाँ पे आपके साथी का भी एक थोड़ा रोल है। रिव्यू एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, बाद में काम आ सकती है। अपील कर रहे हैं लेकिन इनसाइड एज ऐसा लगता है कि हुआ है। अगर इतना श्योर है तो फिर रिव्यू लेना बनता है।
Copy that. Third umpire director, review for LW. Start with the front foot, please. Yes, LW. Move on to spin wheel. Roll forward, roll forward. Roll forward. This looks like miss the back. Please confirm the outright, please. Roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Yes, flat line when ball passes the back. Yeah. Please go to the ball trigger when you're ready. Pitching outside of impact in line and wicket hitting. Hassan, you need to reverse your decision. Wait for the call. You on screen. Make your signal.
कहना पड़ेगा एक सिटर मिस कर दिया है एहसन रजा ने, और राइली रूसो जो है वो रुस के वापस जा रहे हैं। बड़ी जल्दी काम हो गया। स्पिन को अच्छा नहीं खेलते हैं। इंडा किया इन्होंने 59 पे 3।
जॉनसन चार्ल्स आए हैं। उमूमन ओपनिंग बैट्समैन है ये, लेकिन यहाँ एक अलग रोल में है। इनको मिडिल ऑर्डर में खिलाया जा रहा है। बड़ी जिम्मेदारी होगी और टेस्ट भी होगा स्पिन के अगेंस्ट। इस तरह आउट हुए राइली रूसो।
देखिए कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं था, कॉन्फिडेंट खेले भी नहीं, और विकेटें उड़ा देता ये बॉल। और जोहान गो था बहुत खुश, कमाल के ब्रेक थ्रूज दिया, और यही लीडरशिप है शादाब की। स्लिप गली, 2 फील्डर्स लिए हुए हैं और एक टैप किया, चौका मिलेगा। बहुत अच्छा स्टार्ट है जॉनसन चार्ल्स का। 8 ओवर मुकम्मल, 63 पे 3। तिरसठ पे 3 खिलाड़ी आउट। शोएब मकसूद 34 पे, और इस इनिंग्स का दारोमदार, रफ्तार, स्पीड सब इन पे डिपेंडेंट है। चार्ल्स जो है देखते हैं लेग स्पिन को कैसे खेलते हैं। मोहम्मद वसीम लाजवाब परफॉर्मेंस रही है, बहुत विकेट्स लिए हैं। इमर्जिंग स्टार हैं ये। 11 विकेट 10 मैचों में, 10वें मैच में। ये लॉरेंस ऑफ अरेबिया लग रहे हैं। पता नहीं इनकी कहाँ है ऊँटनी, कहाँ पे पार्क किया इन्होंने। बहुत आला शॉट खेले हैं, कमाल इनिंग्स खेल रहे हैं ये। एक तरफ ऐसे लग रहा है कि जिद्दोजहद चल रही है, दूसरी तरफ ऐसे लग रहा है कि मक्खन, मिठाई, जो भी आप नाम ले लें, गुलाब जामुन, इतनी शीरी अंदाज से शॉट्स खेल रहे हैं।
वो क्रिकेट में कहते हैं ना कि इन्होंने अपना ही अलग मैच डाला हुआ है, एफर्टलेसली। और बड़ा मुश्किल शॉट है, बैक फुट पे पंच किया और गैप भी हासिल किया। पावर, पेस, टाइमिंग सब कुछ है इस शॉट में।
एडजस्ट किया और ऑन द बाउंस, ऑन द अप शॉट्स खेल रहे हैं। लाजवाब कवर ड्राइव, इसको कहते हैं घास आड़ देता, यानी कि घास सड़ गया, इतनी जोर से कवर ड्राइव मारी है इन्होंने। जितने भी आप पंजाबी, उर्दू, सिकंदर एडजेक्टिव्स इंग्लिश के लगा सकते हैं इनकी बैटिंग पे, मेरे ख्याल से लगा देने चाहिए। एक अपने शायद मैंने तो इनकी बैटिंग देखी है, अपने करियर की सबसे जबरदस्त बैटिंग इस वक्त ये कर रहे हैं और ग्रेट एडवर्टाइजमेंट है ये HBL PSL की। सो प्लीज अगर आप कहीं दूर हैं या किचन में हैं या ड्राइंग रूम में बैठे हुए हैं, सो टीवी ऑन कीजिए और शोएब मकसूद की बैटिंग देखिए। और अगर आप टीवी ऑन है और नहीं देख रहे हैं तो आप बहुत बदजौक हैं।
मजेदार और अच्छी बात इनकी इनिंग्स की और स्ट्रोक प्ले की ये है कि इनके दो रूप हैं, एक क्लासिक कवर ड्राइव और एक पावर हिटिंग।
कमाल बॉलिंग किया, पार्टनरशिप को तोड़ा और फिर उसके बाद रायली रूसो को भी आउट किया उसी ओवर में बेसिक लेग स्पिन से। बहुत आला लेंथ पे बॉल किए दोनों। ये आउट नहीं दिया था एहसन रजा ने, रिव्यू लिया और आउट हुए रायली रूसो। और एक तरह से ये होल्ड करते हैं मिडिल ऑर्डर को, बहुत हुनरमंद स्किलफुल मिडिल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन है। इनका जल्दी आउट होना इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड के लिए बहुत अच्छी खबर।
हम बात कर रहे थे मुल्तान सुल्तान की। पिछला मैच जो एक दिन पहले हमने देखा, आई थिंक कुछ एक अलग उन्होंने कुछ ट्राई किया था। हर बैट्समैन आके तेज हिट्स लगाने की कोशिश कर रहा था, ये पीक फ्रिंक स्माइल मोमेंट, और इसलिए उन्होंने जल्दी जल्दी विकेटें गंवाई। फाइट फिर भी थी 150 के स्कोर को, लेकिन आज सेंस नजर आ रही है जिस तरह से खेलते आ रहे हैं अपना ये सेकंड लेग टूर्नामेंट का मुल्तान सुल्तान। अग्रेशन भी है और कॉमन सेंस भी है। ओह, ये आई थिंक अभी तक के मैच का सबसे बड़ा छक्का है।
ये ट्रिनिडाड एंड टोबैगो पहुंच गया बॉल, इतनी जोर से इन्होंने हिट मारी है और वो भी मेरे ख्याल से शर्मा गए ऐसी हिट खाने के बाद। उनके लिए भी सबक है, ये इमर्जिंग फास्ट बॉलर है, ये जबरदस्त वर्ल्ड क्लास गतका चला है। बहुत ही आला शॉट, बैलेंस लाजवाब और पार हिटिंग के लिए बस आपको यही करना है। देखिए लाजवाब छक्का।
टेनिस बॉल होता तो फट चुका होता बॉल। बहुत दूर भेज दिया हसन अली को, वो पहाड़ों के ऊपर जा रहे हैं बिल्कुल, जहां पे गेंद लेने के लिए बाकी जो ग्रास बैंक है जिसे कहते हैं, वो उसको पार कर गई है गेंद। ये हसन अली अब नमूदार होंगे आपके सामने। ये लॉरेंस रेमी वाला शॉट है जो आप बात कर रहे थे।
यहां पे ऊंट की जरूरत थी इन्हें बॉल को लाने के लिए सहरा में चले गए बॉल ढूंढने के लिए। बहुत बड़ी हिट, बहुत ही लाजवाब छक्का है ये, क्योंकि छक्के लगते हैं मगर ये ब्रूट फोर्स है, कुछ भी कह लें, एक टिपिकल आपको वेस्ट इंडियन स्टाइल दिखा इसमें।
ये गेंद को साफ करने के लिए सैनिटाइज करते हैं, क्योंकि गेंद नजरों से ओझल हो गई, काफी बाहर चली गई थी। और इस शॉट में इतना स्टिंग था कि इन्होंने इस्लामाबाद के फील्डर्स का स्विच ऑन कर दिया।
मेरे ख्याल तो स्विच ऑफ हो गया इनका।
जागना पड़ेगा, जाग गए हैं सारे इस छक्के के बाद। और अपील कर रहे हैं, कॉट बैंड की और आउट हो गए। स्लोअर बाउंसर था लेकिन इसको गालिबन रिव्यू कर लिया स्ट्रेट अवे।
Review for caught the hand and the decision is out. Start with the front foot, please. Yes, sir, fair delivery. Move on spin again, please. Yeah, ball is close to the bat. Please, please. Confirm with outright. Roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back. Roll forward, roll forward. Yes, roll forward. Yes, flat line, no bat involved. Go back on full umpire. Rashid, there's no spike on the bat. When ball was the bat, it was your decision. Your spin, your spin.
तो अपना फैसला वापस लिया और गेंद नहीं लगी थी बल्ले को। 9 ओवर्स हो गए, 78 पे 3।
लेना लेना हाँ बहुत आला शेडी बॉय।
10वें ओवर का आगाज हुआ है, ये वो आखिरी गेंद है।
बहुत अच्छे शेडी
अपील करके बड़े शोर थे दोनों और अंपायर भी आउट दे दिया सीधा उन्होंने, लेकिन जॉनसन चार्ल्स ने फौरन इसको चैलेंज किया।
लेना
सोहेब मकसूद क्या अब एक कोई नया रूप अपना सकते हैं? 2 विकेटें गिर गई हैं, थोड़ा और संभल के खेले या अपना जो उनका अंदाज है अगर उसको ट्रस्ट करके चलते रहे तो फिर स्कोर बड़ा हासिल हो?
थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा पार्टनरशिप की तरफ। टीम कहां पे इस वक्त खड़ी है, क्योंकि एक आपका नेचुरल फ्लेयर है, इंस्टिंक्ट है, उसको काबू में रख के आपको इनिंग्स को आगे लेके जाना है। कोई नहीं इनसे कह रहा कि बिल्कुल ठक्का लगा दें, मगर थोड़ा सा मोहतात अंदाज में अभी बैटिंग करनी है। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे, मूव।
इसमें एक और रोल भी प्ले कर सकते हैं सोहेब, ऐसा लगता है। हालांकि ओवरसीज प्रो है जॉनसन चार्ल्स, लेकिन इनिशियल स्टेज में जितना ज्यादा खुद फेस करें लेग स्पिनर को, टीम के लिए बेहतर होगा।
वेस्ट इंडियंस जितने भी आए हैं इस दफा सेकंड लेग में HBL PSL की, कुछ लेग स्पिन के खिलाफ जैसे कि समझ बूझ ज्यादा नहीं है, सो यहाँ पे चांस है इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड का। ये रन्स मिलेंगे, 2 रन्स तो होंगे। जब शादाब की लेग स्पिन इतनी स्पिन हो रही हो तो फिर ये बहुत ही खतरनाक बॉलर बन जाते हैं। बुशदिल हैं, तनवीर हैं, उसके बाद इमरान ताहिर हैं। खुले बालों के साथ तस्वीर इस दफा खिंचवाई है। और स्ट्रेटर बॉल विकेटों में आती तो शायद अच्छा रिजल्ट मिलता है इनको। लेग बाय मिलेगी। 10 ओवर्स के बाद 82 पे 3 खिलाड़ी आउट।
$82 for 3. Halfway stage of this innings. So far, there's a couple of different games going on out there. One, Sohaib Maqsood on a different level, and then the spinner versus the fast bowlers. This man has been in fantastic touch. He's just almost playing on a different pitch. His striking has been superb. You have the HBL PSL Hamare Heroes powered by Inverex Solar Energy. They will meet Huzaifa Ahmed, co-founder of Risk and NGO.
अपनी 5 साल की वर्किंग में ना तो रिस्क सिर्फ एक नेशनल मूवमेंट बन के उभरा है, बल्कि हमने इन 5 सालों में 1 मिलियन केजी से ज़्यादा खाना सेव किया, और इसके अलावा कई ख़ानदान जो कि फूड सिक्योरिटी प्रोग्राम में इस वक्त हमारे साथ एनरोल्ड है।
Oh, smashed. Whoa, that's gone many a mile.
Johnson Charles hits this miles. Listen to the crack off the bat. Oh, man. Right in the perfect hitting arc. Whew. He's almost done him a bolt.
I think some extra fielders from Islamabad United might want to go to that hill, because that's where Johnson Charles is hitting the ball, and the fielders have to actually run onto that small hill in this heat.
Is destroying the place.
Bunted down the ground. The Yorker just almost carrying to long on.
रिस्क फूड बेस्ड फिलैंथ्रोपी का एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बनाने जा रहा है जो कि पाकिस्तान भर के तमाम शहरों के अंदर इसको हम स्केल करना चाहते हैं। हम इस प्लेटफॉर्म को एक एज अ ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म लेके जाना चाहते हैं जो कि भूख और गुर्बत को ख़त्म करने में बड़ा मुस्बत किरदार अदा कर सकता है। पाकिस्तान में 36 मिलियन टन से ज़्यादा खाना ज़ाया कर दिया जाता है, तो आप सबसे दरख्वास्त होगी कि प्लीज़ खाना ज़ाया मत कीजिए और अपने तमाम उन लोगों का ख़ास ख्याल रखिए जो कि इस कोविड में मुतासिर हैं और उनको हमारी ज़रूरत है।
Full toss, work leg side, goes to the boundary in a flash. 11 done, 96 for 3.
Top shot. This just shows you his strength, you know. It's a full toss, yes, you've still got to put it in the gap, but that man doesn't have to go too many meters to the left. Goes as quickly as he can. By the time he gets this, missed the bus.
Into the leg side for a single. Johnson Charles, just a flick of the wrist. He's got so much power. That has sped away. The time from the bat to the fence, well, milliseconds or millisecond. This time leg side, and this time it's massive again.
That's 100 up for Multan with that enormous 6 over deep square. That's HBL tournament 6's number 386. And reading the googly really quickly, just out of the park here. Look at that stance, wide stance, because he wants to bat in just one way, and that is to hit it out of the park.
Zakir Ali, CEO of Inverex Solar Energy, hands the check. KKR 240,000. Into the offside, hits the man. With the pressure slightly off Shoaib Maqsood, because Johnson Charles is striking the ball so sweetly. Oh, spin, big appeal. Goes upstairs. Big spin.
Third event record. And the view for stumping. And spin wheel. Follow that. Careful. Spin wheel, please. Roll forward, roll forward. Please confirm the tries. Roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Yes, flat line, no better than that. Give me the first side on angle, please. Yes, yes. Foot is grounded. Where is this call? I made my decision. My decision is not out. Down on the lip spin, not out.
Drags his foot back. And it's not out. But it is spinning, and that was a top delivery. Tommy very impressed with the drift that he got. But it's spinners that have it say right now. Well, lots of people have their say. It was a Tapalti strategic timeout. Coming to the end of the T20 strategic timeout. Lots of discussions going on. And we'll just have a word with the captain. शादाब स्पिन तो बड़ा अच्छा हो रहा है बॉल अभी तक आपने फास्ट बॉलर्स को ही काफ़ी बॉलिंग कराई
जी बाजू भाई स्पिन तो हो रहा है लेकिन आप दूसरा स्पिनर नहीं है इफ्ती भाई हैं लेकिन राइट हैंडर आपको पता खेल रहे हैं
ये बताओ कि हसन अली ने जो स्टाइल बनाया है ये आपने इंट्रोड्यूस कराया था पिछले मैच में
इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं है अगर आप इस तरह हीट पे खेलेंगे तो और भी कुछ नई चीज़ें आएंगी
चले और भी नई चीज़ें आएंगी ये बताएं रिव्यू कौन कॉल करता है कैसे प्रोटोकॉल कौन से हैं
कोशिश करता हूँ मैं खुद करूँ लेकिन मैं कीपर से थोड़ा पूछता हूँ वो आपको पता है थोड़ा नया थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो जाता है तो उससे पूछता हूँ लेकिन कोशिश करता हूँ खुद ही लूँ
लेकिन अभी तक तो सही जा रहे हैं चलें गुड लक 8 ओवर रह गए हैं
थैंक यू सो मच
नया कुछ लेके आए The last ball, Tommy loved this delivery.
You did too, as did Sana. Fantastic delivery. Look at the drift right there at the end. And then hits the pitch and turns. A man in good form, brought forward, overbalances. Is quite fortunate actually that he reaches back in time, but beaten all ends up that time. Magnificent delivery.
2 for 23 for Shadab, and we've seen the ball, well, go off the surface. They don't have another spinner. They have Iftikhar if they want to use him, but they want to match him up with Shoaib Maqsood in the form of his life.
Saeed Ajmal, the bowling coach of Islamabad, and they still have Fawad Ahmed, and with the kind of pitches they were getting slower, they do have that option.
Ariel karega sub possible challenge. Enter lucky draw to win washing machines and stay tuned for one wash final. At the moment, Hassan Ali needs to get a wicket and clean somebody up because Multan Sultans threatening big time.
Quite a challenging time for Islamabad in the field. It is hot there. Two set batters, two destructive batters on the pitch. Generally, in the middle overs, you have one set batter, one destructive batter, and then you can give single and get them off strike. But these two, at the moment, they are not easy to bowl to at this point.
That's smashed and it'll soar away. What a way to get to your 50.
Four-man, Shoaib Maqsood, and he's played wonderfully here. Some brilliant shots, particularly destructive in the way that he bats. Power, lots of it. A partnership was needed, but in looking for what was needed for Multan Sultans, essentially, it's been somebody to stay with him because he's been hot from the first ball. Up to 53, and it comes off just 32 balls. They'd love a few more overs of him.
Yeah, a bit of confusion. Oh, gets back. Well, I don't think running between the wickets is a strong point for either of these players. They rely on power hitting. But just have a look at this shot. It's a slow one and he's gone over extra and cleared the fence with ease. It is high quality hitting and it's been a high quality knock. This time wrist work, just a single, but these two will now just be dealing in boundaries.
That he's been able to strike at such a good rate, a high rate, despite the wickets that have fallen at the other end, is something to be admired. no real option. You want to ensure that your side doesn't fall too far behind whatever run rate you have set according to the conditions.
Inside edge. Boundary. It's a slow one and it's carried all the way. The inside edge has positive result for Multan again. 116 for 3.
Yeah, lucky. Good with those slow balls. Wasn't quite on target, and yeah, he can count himself unlucky. But what a partnership this has been. 57 from 31 in a scenario where they'd gone from 59 for 1 to 59 for 3. And so a partnership coming together, but also being destructive rather than conceding a period of time where they might look to consolidate.
And that's the boundary of the last ball. Slow one from Hassan Ali. Lucky there, Johnson Charles.
It's an important over this. How they play it will be interesting.
I think they recognize that Shadab is the danger man with the ball. He's getting the ball to spin. This man has been in fantastic form, 358, but the thing about him that he gets his run so quickly and his boundary hitting is immense. And again, 4 dot deliveries.
Yeah, top bowling. Really good pace. He's bowling it quite slowly. But his line has been good. Just a little bit of drift, just classical leg spin.
Well, he's had enough. Had a dig. Just a single.
And he's making the batter irritating him, frustrating him because of the dot balls, even though they would want that they don't lose a wicket to Shadab, because he has been the only bowler who has looked like taking a wicket on the surface.
Last ball of his spell, slip comes in. Played away safely. That's the end of a good spell. 2 for 25 for Shadab. 14 gone, 118 for 3. Eight victories in the group stage for Islamabad United, an HBL PSL record. 5 on the bounce. They want the most important one right now. They want one more and get into the final. Fahim Ashraf, slow one, top edge, and this will also go. No. Just pulled up. Just 2 runs.
Good option at this stage to go to the slow ones, whether you're that little bit fuller or you're back of that length. Slow bouncer is looking for there, and Johnson Charles and Maqsood in hitting mode have to be. It's the part of the game where they need to ensure that they make this partnership of theirs help. They have to make sure that they take advantage.
With the offside, call for 2. Easy 2 in the end. Yeah, lots of excitement, plenty of boundaries, plenty of wickets, emotions galore. Leg side, hits it well, hits it flat, but straight to the man. Good catch, Iftikhar.
Very good catch because he was up against the sun. The sun is setting and we have seen players having difficulty in this region, but this time he has got his glasses on. Short delivery, big strong hit, but dubly safe hand by Iftikhar Ahmed. And there he's showing he can't see it, but still he's done a good job there.
Yeah, he'll count himself unlucky, Johnson Charles, but he's done a top job. 41 from 21. It's 1-2-2 for 4.
Hustil Shah, power hitter. Multan need just go for these final 5.5 overs. Johnson Charles really nailed that pull shot, went flat but straight to the man. The idea is to stay away from that leg side, very strong on the leg side, Hustil Shah. It was in his hitting zone, just short of a length, and he smashed it, really smashed it, went straight to the man. Iftikhar claiming that he hadn't seen it too well, but that is a good catch.
Bowler not celebrating much because, oh, that was spanked. On a different day, goes left, goes right of that, and I tell you what, it goes for 6. What saves him, what he can be happy about, is he's taken pace off. That's what he's done generally, and therefore the error can come.
Maybe he doesn't want to celebrate and consume his energy. It's so hot out there. It'll be interesting when Imran Tahir, if he gets a wicket, does he run around the ground or not? I bet he will.
He can't stop himself.
And we can't stop ourselves with Tapaldi. Well, that's a brilliant over from Fahim Ashraf. 5 off and the wicket. 1, 2, 3 for 4.
1, 2, 3 for 4. And the key man from here on in will be Maqsood, who's not out. 55. Cristil, the man on strike.
Every part of T20 is a critical part, but more so now because their strength has been the upper order. Head and shoulders, kandhe se hata de, kandhe se boj hata de move. Got it. Doing it for the first time, guys.
You need me to rehearse it for you there, Ravi?
Yeah. Missing the leg stump. So they desperately need Shoaib Maqsood to continue firing right till the end now.
Are we right in saying that Islamabad are the most effective side with the ball in the closing 5 overs? They have been over this PSL. This is a really good time for them to be as economical as they have been previously, but there's a big platform there, even though it's 4 down.
Oh, that's great fielding, is it? No, it's gone through, but it's well backed. Shadab Khan will give his 100% in the field, is a terrific role model for one and all. Projected scores 12 and over 179. They must get to 170. Somehow make sure that the last few overs make sense. Oh, that's gone all the way. Brilliant. Absolutely big. Muscle over mid-wicket for 6.
Well, we talk about how crucial this partnership is and the platform that has been set. Maqsood, he's been phenomenal up until this point. For that man on your screen, he has the potential to be destructive. 85 meters. He's got a T20 100, a 35-ball T20 100 in Pakistan domestic season. So the potential is there.
Well, the biggest problem for Islamabad in the field today has been the bowling of Wasim, who has been very expensive.
And ball retrieving as well.
Oh, well, yeah, that's just slowing things down a wee bit. But he's got 2 balls left in his 3rd over, already gone for 37. Maqsood has hit him, Johnson Charles hit him, now Cristil has hit him. It's all to do with the length, good length. What they call good length in what you might call proper cricket goes. In this form of the game, it goes. And batsmen have not needed the sting that is on show here. They've got their own, but every bit helps.
It's a better length, fuller ball, Yorker length.
Yeah, he's bowled it before, but not often enough. I mean, these are testing conditions for bowlers, we know that. The whole art of this game is a test of all sorts, but it's a test of bowlers in particular. And it's as if he needs to be hit for 6 to think about bowling the Yorker. And if you're trying to bowl the Yorker first, and it goes slightly wrong, fair enough. But if you just bowl length, get hit, and then you have to bowl the Yorker, that's kind of the wrong way round.
Shadab comes, attacks the ball, single is taken. 16 done, 132 for 4.
Well, Wasim still has 1 left then, maybe. 38 from his 3. Now, the route to this playoff for Multan Sultans has largely been the story of success in Abu Dhabi. Things weren't going their way in Karachi. Mind you, batting first was the issue in Karachi, wasn't it? Everyone who batted first lost. So it was as much the toss as the form. They're losing by 3 wickets, 6 wickets, 7 wickets. And they broke the mould, losing by runs too. Anyway, Abu Dhabi has been good for them. Abu Dhabi has been very good for Multan Sultans, but today is a bit of a crunch. Admittedly, whoever loses here today still has another chance to find a route to the final, but of course whoever wins here today has a couple of days off, 2 or 3 days off, and they will indeed be in that final. So today is the day to try and get it right first. The key word, final.
As we all know, it needs a lot of experience to pull things off in the last part of the bowling innings. Fahim Ashraf has played a lot of cricket. You see him develop a different line of attack compared to the rookie, Wasim.
Yeah, mind you, he went a long way to start with as well. Early spell was expensive, so now's the time to try and peg it back. And just reflecting what we've seen here in the last couple of weeks in Abu Dhabi, on some interesting pitches, but largely some very good batting pitches. Length has been the problem for bowlers.
Full toss, didn't connect properly. That was in his radar to go for 6.
Yeah, but again, if you try the Yorker and you overpitch it slightly, I'd say the odds are more in favour of you doing it that way than just bowling length. If you underpitch it and hit the length, that's where batsmen have been smoking it out the ground. So, although it's a full toss, it's only gone for 1.
First ever PCB online merchandise store for you, by authentic Pakistan cricket memorabilia, merchandise.
Yeah, you guys make such a valid point regarding the length that becomes so important, particularly in the last 4 overs. And how well you can execute your Yorker becomes all that more important in terms of how much runs Multan Sultans get in this last period of 5 overs. Generally, these two batters are not batters that look to play behind them. They look to hit up the ground.
That's gone all the way, is it? Couple of bounces into the rope. Once again, strong flick from Shoaib Maqsood. It's been an incredible knock. I don't know. Yeah, he wants change of gloves in between the overs, but solid hit this.
Yeah, again, as David Gow mentioned, when the length is given, this is where Maqsood has been so destructive. He hasn't missed out on many opportunities given. He's been positive in his mindset, positive in his body language. And that's why he's found the gaps as well. Oh, he's been a joy to watch in this innings.
It's been a great mix of improvisation and some original stylish shots. And he's not thrown his wicket away as well. Normally you see him play a lightning fire 20 or a 30-run knock and then leave the crease. Not today. Short ball finds the fielder. Change of gloves really didn't work in the end, and Fahim Ashraf showing his experience and great temperament to dismiss a real potent force in Shoaib Maqsood.
Big moment, really big moment. The man who has set, the man who hits it so far, hardly got hold of this, just got enough of it. That slower ball bouncer, enough of it to find Akif, and he is mighty disappointed. Whether it's the glove or whatever it was, doesn't really matter. He's got to go. Brilliant 59 from 41, 137 for 5.
Sultanveer had a great cameo in the last contest. Short ball, an off-cutter, no pace on the ball, and it had an awkward length for Shoaib Maqsood to deal with. He's looking at his gloves. It was change of gloves, but still not happy. It has been humid out there, very warm afternoon. Off the mark, Sultanveer. But in the last game, he did lit up the outfield with some great shots.
Yeah, it was certainly a game changer in terms of momentum for the Sultans against Lahore Qalandars. This was the last over of their batting innings that really put them in the driving seat for that game. And you feel that this partnership is very much crucial again. We saw yesterday, the day before, where Sultan struggled a bit once they were 4-5 down. They didn't have the services of Kushdil and Sohail Tanvir. Can they make an impact in this last couple?
That's into the gap. That is well fielded. Asif Ali there, making sure that he collected the ball well. It was an awkward bounce. Did well in the end. 17 done, 140 for 5.
Slightly bottom end of the bat. But tricky bounces here. Need to be judged. That final one, you're never quite sure how far the ball is going to spin with those sorts of shots. And it looks for a moment as though he was going to be short there. It's the magic of slow motion technology, isn't it? Cruised in, absolutely cruised in. Three overs left. How big are they going to be?
They need to finish well here, Multan Sultans. Good batting conditions. Two powerful strikers at the crease. And Hassan Ali will test them out with variations, different angle, round the stump straight away to the left-hander.
.141 for 5. Just 3 overs left. Think about targets that they were looking at. The Sultans 14 and over from this point gets them to 172. And you feel that that's sort of the gauge they'll be looking at. Predictions go to 169.
He wanted the length ball, the slot ball as it is also called. Attacking the stumps, couple of very good deliveries to start off this spell.
Well, the thing is, you would back Hassan Ali to get his lengths pretty much right at this stage of the game. The other 2 overs left to be Akif and Wasim. At this stage of T20 innings, fielding side will take the ones. They don't want to see the boundaries, 4s or 6s. So Akif has 1 left, Wasim has 1 left, but Wasim is the one who's got to think hard about his lengths, whether he bowls the next over, which he'll have to, I guess. Change of pace is good enough there to beat the shot. real click of the fingers. Some people just roll it. You know, the quicker bowlers often just roll the fingers over the top of the ball. That was almost the full off-break action at some pace. Well, pace taken off, of course, for here.
Well, share your favorite HBL PSL moments with Oppo and win prizes. It's again nice and full. This is good defensive bowling from Hassan Ali.
Yeah, you speak of the experience, David Gower, and he certainly worked out what links will work here as a defensive option. He's gone the slower ball, the variation, but really giving it good revs to get a little bit of purchase out of the surface. And then that last delivery, as we've seen in the previous overs, you nail a good Yorker, you execute well, give yourself a good chance. Can he close out now?
He delivers. Really is an important over from Hassan Ali. All the 8th over. Did not leak a 4 or a 6. None for 25 of his 4 overs. 145 for 4.
Well, in terms of economy, that's what you want from your best bowlers. Basically just over 6 runs per over. Fraction over, literally. Problem now is what comes next for these final 2 overs. And you've got Akif, who I'm sure will try the Yorkers. I dare say Mohammad Wasim will also try both the Yorkers and the change of pace. Just depends how well they do it.
The run scoring is kind of stopped in the last 5 overs, just 29 for the loss of 2. This is where Islamabad United have been so good generally throughout this HBL PSL. Strong comeback in the dying part of the innings with the ball. Akif, 3 overs, 1 for 21. That's gone into the gap for 4. Sohail Tanveer can hit the ball hard, so that's an excellent start from him. Can he get his team a 20-run over?
Yeah, from Multan's perspective, they recognize that these 2 last overs, with the youngsters needing to finish up the innings, this is the time for them to pounce. Any opportunity given, they're going to need to take with both hands, and it's a great start to the penultimate over.
Straight hit, will find the fielder, did not have enough on it. 150 comes up for Multan Sultans. It started off like a bullet train through Sohaib Maqsood, and they've lost a bit of steam in the last 5 odd overs or so. Just 30 odd runs in the last 6. Live streaming in Pakistan. These are the stations that you can log on and watch good quality live streaming. Big 6, that's gone all the way. That's done the distance. Wow, that's hit the chairs on the full. Some 10 rows back.
Now it's always going to be the test of the nerve. Can you execute your skills at the death? We spoke about the potential of Kushnil and the ability to hit the ball out the park consistently. And when given opportunity yet again, he bangs one 94 meters.
keeping things light. Shadab, smile on his face. It's a good way to engage a young kid. He's part of the emerging squad in this year's HBL PSL. Bowling a critical over, 19th over of the innings. He'll get runs, probably another 6 of a top edge. Yes, sir. 2 balls, 2 sixes in different direction. One a 94-meter monster. This one, a baby 6.
Well, you've got both the long leg and the third man up in the circle. Wasn't meant to go there, but you give it such a full swing. The momentum will take it up and over yet again. Again, you've just got to say, you've got to be so precise as a young bowler or as an experienced bowler. This is the problem for the emerging bowlers. It's all part of gaining experience. Yeah, you've got to go through this stage, but what's in his mind now? This is already an expensive over. Still got 2 to go.
Oh, full toss. That's tonked for 6 again. Absolutely humongous hit. Full toss in the slot, and that did the distance once again.
Wow, you got to stand and admire the execution of Kushdil. He's missed his length, particularly when he's gone shorter, and trying to go a little bit fuller over pitches, and timed perfectly.
Powerful striker, to say the least. And the gamble here has been leaving these 2 final overs to the 2 emerging bowlers as well. Doesn't matter how consoling you want to be as a captain, how understanding you want to be as a captain. You can't really do it for the young man, can you, yourself? He has got to do it all by himself. And this over has already cost 23. I'm sure he'll be glad when this final ball is delivered safely or otherwise.
Short ball, another 6. Incredible hitting just when Multan Sultans needed him to tee off. That's his 5th 6 of the innings. He hasn't hit a 4. Incredible stuff. 174 for 5.
Well, you've got to feel for Akif, given the responsibility of bowling the penultimate over, and he's tried to get it right. Sadly for him and for Islamabad, every option just seemed to go a long way. Even though he hurried the shot here, even though he got Kushdil looking away from the ball at the final moment, the contact was solid enough, more than solid enough, to see it clearing the boundary yet again. And that's exactly the Manhattan that Multan Sultans wanted to see. Batting first by choice here today, wondering what's going to be a good score. They're now very much in the competitive area at 174 with 1 over still to go.
Last 6 balls of the innings. Flow, rhythm with Multan Sultans. That's nice and full.
He's been missing his length in the last ball, under pressure. Which way does he go? He goes the shorter one, trying to find that block hole, but unfortunately at no stage could he execute. Tried shorter, tried fuller, and Kushdil, well, he was up to the task.
Ooh. Oh, that hit him in his follow-through. I think Multan Sultans have been very bright, because that over from Hassan Ali, it could have turned ugly for them if wicket had gone down. They played him safely and then had a good mind to attack two young rookies. If a wicket had gone down in that Hassan Ali over, it could have been tough, because one end would have been released. And that would have meant less pressure on Akif and Wasim. Yeah, keep it simple, just push it up.
You understand the thinking of Islamabad, trying to pull the game back, using their frontline bowlers. Hopefully the hope would have been to try and get a wicket and to allow the younger bowlers to bowl at the lower order, but unfortunately the wicket never came. It was a great over by Hassan Ali, just going for 5 runs, but the wicket was the important one that they never lost for the Sultans.
Clever thinking, actually, very clever. That's excellent fuller length once again. Not easy really to cut the flow like this when the charge is on, to come back so strongly with a couple of great balls.
Well, it'll prove, or it does prove, he can do it. And it's perfect. Despite the power of Kustil, he just can't squeeze that anywhere. So it proves he can do it. And for future reference, you try and remember maybe to get a few of these in a bit earlier. On a pitch like this, conditions like this, never a bad ball. You don't have to wait till the end for it. Oh, bold. This is impressive. Really impressive, actually. Given the circumstances, given his figures so far in this match, this has been a very, very good final over, with all those considerations taken into mind. And again, it's right up there. Can't get underneath that. Sort of acceptance from Kustil, a sort of acknowledgement that it's a good ball.
Last ball of the innings. Kustil is on strike. Well, that's an excellent over in the end. Great bowling from this young kid. Kept it simple, pitched the ball up, and there would have been so much pressure. What if he gets it wrong? You add the difficulty quotient to it, and therefore this becomes such a great over. 180 for the loss of 5, then Multan Sultans.
Well, I tell you what, that last over might just make a difference. It's still a good total. 180, I think, on